show you how I made these little seashell bag. I have seen these around in the internet and I think they're so pretty. They're all like in iridescent or holographic fabric, and I wanted one so badly, but I thought it would be more fun if I made it myself, and I did. And this is how it turned out. I think it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna show you how you can make your own. It is super easy. And before we begin though, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me show you what kind of things you're going to need. So the bag I made half sewing and half gluing. For the sewing, you can either do it by hand if you're really good at it. I am not, so I use my sewing machine. And for the gluing, I use this glue that is supposed to be very strong. It says that it's 100% waterproof and it's permanent. So I use that one. You're gonna need, of course, fabric. I found this iridescent fabric that I think is so pretty because as soon as I saw it, I thought mermaid tail. I'm pretty sure this is what mermaid tails are made of. This fabric right here, pretty sure. So this is what I used. I really like it. You're also gonna need interfacing. This is just a little piece that I have to show you, but interfacing is this thing that you put in between two pieces of fabric to make them more sturdy. And this one is kind of cushiony, but they have different kinds. So you need that. You're also gonna need a pattern or a picture of the shell that you wanna use, a zipper, and the last thing you're gonna need is a chain for your bag because it is gonna be a shoulder bag. This one is kind of thin, but I'm gonna double it up like that. So, and that is all you need. So let's get started. The first thing we do is cut 4 pieces of fabric that are big enough to hold your pattern. Now you take 2 of those pieces of fabric and you put them together facing each other, right sides together, and hold them with pins so they don't move around. Now place your pattern on top of the fabric and you're gonna trace all around it so you leave the mark of the shell on your fabric. Then flip the fabric onto the other side, and on that other side you're gonna attach the interfacing and again hold it with pins. So you're gonna have on one side the interfacing and on the other the seashell. And we're going to sew the sandwich of fabric and interfacing together all around the shape of the seashell that you just drew, and you're gonna sew it all the way around except in a little gap on the bottom that you can see here, so later on we can turn it. But before we can do that, we have to remove all that excess fabric, so cut it all away and then you can begin to turn your piece right side out. Now we're gonna sew all around the seashell, closing the gap and also making it look more professional. Here I'm marking with the pen the lines that are gonna give the shape to the seashell, so later on I can sew right on top of them. And we're gonna do the same thing for all those little lines. And we're gonna follow the same steps with the other 2 pieces of fabric that we cut before, so we have 2 seashells. And now we just have to make that little piece that goes in the center. It's super tiny though, so it's really fast to make. And once you have those little pieces made, you can glue them onto your shells. And it already looks so pretty. Now you have to cut 2 strips of fabric and attach them onto your zipper, one on each side. The measurement of these just depends on how wide you want your purse to be. I made these 2 tabs that are gonna go on each side of the zipper. And then you also wanna cut a big piece of fabric that is gonna be equal as the entire size of your piece that has the zipper and the 2 strips. And you're going to sew all these pieces together into one long strip with the little tabs on each end of the zipper so you can pull on them when you're closing or opening your purse. Once you have all these pieces into one long strip, you're gonna grab the ends and close them into a circle. And this is the last sewing that you have to do. Now, once you have your circle, we're ready to glue the sides of our purse. So I put the circle on top of one of the seashells and I attached it with pins to make sure that it was right where I needed it. And then I glued it. I did this other side with the other seashell, and that's it. The purse is complete. The only thing you have to do is let the glue dry. And this is how it looks. Isn't it so pretty? The glue is really holding on. I am pulling on these and there's nothing happening. This is not coming undone. So I'm super happy. Look how it looks inside. Now we're gonna attach the chain so you can wear it on your shoulder. And the last thing that you have to do is go take a walk around town so you can show it off. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Tell me in your comments what you think, if maybe you have any questions. This is the first sewing tutorial that I make. So if you have any questions about how I made it or anything else that I didn't mention in the video, just write it below in your comments. I always reply. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. I hope you make your own. And see you in the next video. Bye.